Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Pathfinder, Kingmaker. Where last time we made it to the Temple of the Elk Lord, or is it just Temple of the Elk? Where the fog was originating from. And we had some difficult battles with some of the beasts here that were defending it. But we did meet our newest companion, Tristian here. We saved his life from a corrupted bear. And the fog is now cleared. That's good. We also are level 3 now. So Agranak here is a level 3 Eldari Defender. We're still going for Sword Lord. Now, I didn't level up Valerie or Octavia because I wanted to see if there were any sort of cool builds we could do with them. For Octavia, it seems like because she already starts with the Wizard Rogue dual class, it seems like it's very hard to do anything other than Arcane Trickster with her and her be, you know, super effective. So we are going to just go down that route with her, I think. If you guys know of any other interesting builds for her, feel free to let me know. But at least for now, we're going to be going for the Arcane Trickster, which she needs Trickery 4, Mobility 4, Sneak Attack 2, ability to cast arcane spells 2nd level, and Knowledge Arcana. So we need to get 2nd level spells. Which, when is that? Does it tell me on here when that is? I don't know if it does. It's not this level, so we do need to take another level in Wizard. Let's go ahead and get that. Yep. Okay, and for this we need her Arcana to go up. So that'd be 3, and her Trickery to go up. What was the other one? It was just Mobility needs to go up. Okay. So, not that one. Mobility. There we go. Next. There we go. I was going slow. Oh, I don't know if you guys noticed as well. We have Witch. We have Vindictive Bastard. We have Psychic. We have Phantom. What else do we have? Eidolon, Dragon, Brawler. So I got the Call of the Wild mod. So it adds a whole bunch of new classes and archetypes and stuff to the game. And I think adds some new feats and things as well. But we're going to play around with that a little bit. Especially Vindictive Bastard, because I've heard that that's a pretty thematically good alternative class for Valerie. So that's what we're going to be doing for Valerie. So let's keep going here. Right. So what do we want here? Accomplish Sneak Attack, maybe? Cannot exceed half your character level rounded up. So that would be 2. I think her Sneak Attack damage right now is just 1. So I think this is probably going to be good for her. Yeah. So we'll get that. Yeah. Okay, and then spell-wise, let's see. Scorching Ray, that's 2nd level, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. Trying to remember, like, what do we have in the group already? I think we're gonna go... Magic Weapon could be a good one to have. So we're gonna get Magic Weapon. And... let's see. It seems like Transmutation's gonna be the way to go for her. Is she gonna have a bow? Probably. So get a Hurricane Bow too. Okay, that'll be good. Complete. Alright. So Valerie. Now, we might need to respec her, because I've already put 1 in... Well, maybe 1 on the Scaled Fist still won't be bad. I assume. I'm not sure, actually. So Vindictive Bastard here. While paladins often collaborate with less righteous adventurers in order to further their causes, those who spend too much time around companions with particularly loose morals run the risk of adopting those same unscrupulous ideologies and methods. Such a Vindictive Bastard, as these fallen paladins are known, strikes out for retribution and revenge, far more interesting in tearing down those who have harmed her and her companions than furthering a distant deity's cause. I think that works pretty well. So a vindictive bastard gets all those martial weapons, simple weapons, and everything but tower shields, but she's a tower shield specialist anyway, so she's already got that. Detect magic, so she can detect magic. Can identify the school of magic to which a spell belongs used in dialogue. And you get Vindictive Smite. A vindictive bastard is particularly ruthless against those who have harmed her or her allies. Once per day as a swift action, she can smite one target within sight who has dealt hit point damage to her or an ally. She adds her charisma modifier to her attack rolls and adds her paladin level to damage rolls against target of her smite. In addition, while Vindictive Smite is in effect, the Vindictive Bastard gains a deflection bonus equal to her charisma bonus, if any, to her AC against attacks by the target of the smite. The Vindictive Smite effect remains until the target of the smite is dead, or the next time the Vindictive Bastard resets or rests and regains her uses of this ability. At 4th and every 3rd level thereafter, the Vindictive Bastard can invoke her Vindictive Smite one additional time per day to the maximum of 7 times per day at 19th level. So that's pretty cool. That's her modifier to her attack rolls and paladin level to damage rolls against the target of her smite. Yeah. So that's a good one. It's good. I like it. You get Faded Grace. At 2nd level, a Vindictive Bastard gains one of the following as a bonus feat: Great Fortitude, Iron Will, or Lightning Reflexes. You also get Solo Tactics. At 2nd level, a Vindictive Bastard gains Solo Tactics as per the Inquisitor class feature. She can activate this ability as a swift action and gains the benefit of it for 1 round. She can use this ability a number of times per day equal to number of rounds per day equal to half her paladin level plus her charisma modifier. And then Spiteful Tenacity. At 3rd level, Vindictive Bastards receive the Die Hard feat for free. And you get Teamwork feats. Okay, so that's what all these are going to be, teamwork feats. Cool, I like teamwork feats. Gang Up. At 5th level, a Vindictive Bastard forms a close bond with her companions. This allows her to spend a move action to grant half of her Vindictive Smite bonus against a single target to all allies who can see or hear her. This bonus lasts for a number of rounds equal to the Vindictive Bastard's charisma modifier. A lot of charisma modifier stuff. Activated as a swift action. A character can use mental and physical resilience to avoid certain attacks. If she makes a Fortitude or Will save against an attack that has a half damage on a successful save, she instead avoids damage entirely. Alright, so with how we are right now, we won't get this last one, Ultimate Vindication. I don't think there's any way to get it even if we respec, because I don't think we can respec out of the 1st level fighter. But we would also lose the Vindictive Smite, 19th level, because of her Scaled Monk. But I think that'll be okay. We would get this, Aura of Self-Righteousness. A Vindictive Bastard gains damage reduction 5 lawful or good and immunity to compulsion spells and spell-like abilities. Excuse me. Each ally within 10 feet of her gains a +4 moral bonus. On saving throws against the compulsion effects, Aura of Self-Righteousness functions only while the Vindictive Bastard is conscious, not if she is unconscious or dead. Yep. I think we're going to go with it. Vindictive Bastard level 1. So she's now got 3 different classes. But I think that'll be okay. I think, you know, she's not... It might take her a while to power up because of this. We might be stunting her a little bit, going 3 different classes all at once. But I think in the end, she'll be okay, hopefully. You guys can let me know if you think that's correct or if I should respec to get 2 Vindictive and 1 Tower Specialist. Okay, and then for this stuff, keep going Athletics. And then Ability, a Weapon Focus. Don't you already have Weapon Focus? You have Weapon Proficiency in the Bastard Sword. Well, if we don't have Weapon Focus in anything, should we, like... What do we want to focus on for her? Do we want to do Bastard Swords? I don't know. Not really. I mean, I like bastard swords, don't get me wrong, but we've already got a Miri with bastard swords. And I know she's not ever going to change her sword, really, because her sword's amazing. What would a vindictive bastard be using, I wonder? That's a very vindictive sort of weapon. I do think we need it to be one-handed, because she's still going to be using her shield. I think all these heavy ones are two-handers, if I remember correctly. So, same with the great axes. Glaive is two-handed. Okay, we'll go bastard sword. We might change that if we find a cool sword later on in the game. Alright. There we go. Vindictive bastard. Cool. Alright, so now we're done in here, right? No more loot? Correct. Let's go ahead and we need to head back to the trading post, I think. Get some rest. Talk to people. See what's going on. Because Tartuccio might have escaped us for now. Which is something I've never experienced before. I've never let him get what he wants in the old sycamore tree. So that'll be interesting. Okay. Oh yeah, we still got... Should we rest and go there? Since we're out here? What's our quest at the moment? Alright, so keep track of the passing days. Talk to Jade about our adventures in the Temple of the Elk. Now that the Temple of the Elk is cleared out, we can return to the trading post, catch up on the news, and discuss our future plans. And of course, tell Jade what happened in the temple. Right. While we fought the bloodthirsty beasts at the Temple of the Elk, Tartuccio might have found his artifact. Or done something else insidious. Yep. Let's go ahead and... Let's get there first. Actually, don't know the fastest way to get there. Maybe this way, I hope. Tranquil Riverbed Bend. Is that where we're headed for now?
Need to catch my breath.
Okay.
I feel tired.
Let's go ahead and rest. Let's manage this. Tristian, get in there. Yep, seasoned wings, that'll be good. Begin resting.
You're always the first to get into fights, as if there are no fighters in the party except you.
Why not? I know there are others, but it's the custom. The best fighter is always in the front row.
The Vanguard. No! Spoiled the seasoned wings and thighs. Okay. Tuskgutter's lair. And we're going to send Amirian alone. I think I usually do this at level 2, so I'm hoping we'll be a little better off than usual when I do this. Now we do want to buff her up a bit. What does this do? Reject rage. Huh. That's a new ability from, I think, from Call of the Wild. Same with some... She has dismiss spell? Huh. I don't know. But we do want to buff her up a bit.
Adventures.
So what do we got to buff her up? Do we have anything, actually? I thought you'd have something, but you don't.
Ready and willing.
We can enlarge her. How long does this last for? 1 minute per level. 3 minutes should be plenty. Is that the only thing I can do for her? Yeah, I think so. What about you, Tristian? You have Bless. 1 minute per level. Yeah, go ahead and do that.
Here.
Where's Amiri at? There she is.
I I shall not fail.
Done with waiting.
All right, and we'll save it.
What you want?
All right, Miri, good luck. So here we are. The monster's here, and now I'll tear him apart. Yes, just watch me. Wait for her to continue. She clears her throat. There's a custom where I'm from. A boy kills a monster in front of the elders to prove he's a man. That's funny. In our parts, boys must do something rather different to become men. Amira throws an angry glance at the half-elf. And Octavia falls silent, but her teasing smile remains. The barbarian clears her throat in hesitation. In our tribe, girls don't get no initiation at all. So I arranged my trial myself. Like in the song about Kagul the orphan. I downed a cave lion in single combat. Here, see, the scars I got in that battle. And do you know what my elders did after I threw the lion's skin at their feet? They admitted they were wrong. They invoked some formality and declared your initiation invalid. I wish. They laughed in my face. They said I scratched my belly myself. And hired some man to kill the lion for me and trade for... Later, they agreed my initiation. Of course, they had no choice. But Amira's voice wavers in anger, and she spits on the ground. Must you really slay him in single combat? It'll take a whole party to bring this Tuskgutter down. Yeah, do you really need to do it alone? From a distance, Amira examines Tuskgutter's muscular body and sharp tusks. Bah, you think I can't butcher a pig by myself? Though, if the elders saw the beast was about to kill the boy, they would help him. There's no shame in that. But it doesn't matter. I'm just saying. Now you stand and watch me gutting the beast. Some preparation. I see you come on to battle. I've never heard anything more stupid. We won't waste our time on your silly... Yeah, go ahead. Gorum, watch me. With the battle cry, the barbarian charges the boar. I'm going alone, got it?
Blood for Gorum!
Make sure these guys don't follow. Stop. How do I stop them from fighting? Is there like an AI thing? Deactivate AI and do that. There we go.
This won't kill me. I'll survive. I always survive.
Well, that's a pity, isn't it? Oh, she's dead. All right, well,
Consider
we have to go
me
get her.
provoked. I'm not afraid.
I forgot the rage. Let's reload. I wasn't going to reload, but I forgot the rage, which I think is a big part of her abilities. But if it happens again, I'm not reloading. I know, you know, she probably would prefer it,
I am.
but
See.
there we go. I'm going alone. Got it. Deja vu here. Okay. So you guys deactivate that and sit there. You rage. 19 damage. My goodness. And then you miss. You gotta hit. Okay, she's
Survive. I always survive.
I think maybe the enlarge isn't helping. Plus 12 to hit. Oh yeah, her armor class is... Oh yeah, she has no chance of winning this. Unless she hits every time. Which... she doesn't have great chances of hitting. Yeah, 60% chance of missing. Why are you going first, you dummy? God damn, man. Now, this is one reason why I do prefer turn-based. Is because, like, so often in real time, I know I could manage it, but, like, I don't feel like I should have to. Tristian suffered a crippling wound. Yeah, I did. Breathing heavily, Amiri stands over the corpse of the fallen monster. What you say? See me in action? I almost chopped his head off. I mean, I guess. Yes, a real epic battle, just like the sagas. I won't even have to embellish it for the books. Why? Did we watch the same battle, Lindsay? I don't. That's it. Trial done. Now no one dares say Amiri is weak. She grins and thrusts her chest out. You're a valiant warrior. Were there truly fools who doubted your strength? Some did, you know. I spit on them. No one will dare bark at me now. Are you hurt? So, why do you want to kill this monster? You passed this test back when you were with your tribe, didn't you? Yeah, what's going on with that? Amiri's face reddens. Well, not just pups must pass this test. If a man is a newcomer to a tribe, he must bring a monster's hide, prove he's not weak. Her voice trails off, then falls silent. I'm honored you consider me a part of your new tribe. You're a strong and valiant warrior. Are you embarrassed? I didn't think you were capable of that. I don't like this whole tribe idea. I only helped you. You owe me nothing. Are you embarrassed? Yeah, tease her a little bit. Amiri growls low in her throat. I don't get embarrassed. I'm a warrior, she grunts. Still, I owe you thanks. You have a true chief's heart. You know what? If we meet another monster like this, I'll kill it too. Not for a test, just that nobody would ever dare say Amiri isn't a warrior. Yeah, well, hopefully next time you're a little bit better. I thought maybe it was the enlarge that was, you know, fucking her over there, but nah, she still would have gotten hit. Wand of Fine Traps and another ancient Ruslandic coin. Get some honey. Alright, and it sucks that Tristian had to go and get himself hurt like that. Go ahead and heal. Got 8 of these, so we got plenty. Oh, I did nothing for Amiri. You don't have... Oh, no, this is a heal. Okay. Go ahead and heal her. There we go. Do one more of these, too. There we go. Make sure everybody's in the green. Just in case we get ambushed on our way back to Oleg's. Let's look around, make sure we're not missing anything. Nope. Okay. Down we go. Harem. I am curious to know if is it Jaethal? Jaethal is the only one left with Tartuccio. I wonder if she's still gonna be locked or trapped in the sycamore. Alright, off we go. Let's go up this way. Let's try and take this path here.
I need to catch my breath.
We should gather our strength.
We're gonna risk it. Try to avoid. Ah, I failed. Uh-oh. And we're all fatigued. Well, that's not good. Decided to risk it. Hopefully it's not anything too difficult.
May we have a moment of respite?
Bandits. It's only 2? Oh, it's only 2. That's not too bad.
Let us strike as one.
Tear them apart! Forwards!
Do you have a different weapon? I know you're a scimitar kind of dude, but... Go ahead, hideous laughter.
Consider me provoked.
Okay, that was good.
Aim carefully.
Ooh, critical hit. Oh wow, that was easy. They were weak. Not that I'm complaining. That was a nice and easy bit of XP. How far are we? Oh, we're not. Nowhere close. I guess level 4 is pretty far. Did we get to level 5 by the end of this first part? Or we killed the Stag Lord? I can't remember.
We should gather our strength.
Enter the trading post. Alright. How many days do we have left? Is it still like 80 days? Ooh. With a delightful smile, Octavia inhales the smell coming from Oleg's trading post. Fresh bread. I can't believe it. All this time that we sat in cages and crawled in the mud, there were places in the world where they were baking fresh bread. And here we are. I bet they have clean sheets. And maybe we can even take a bath. A girl can dream. Get some rest. You deserve it. To be honest, the food here is not very good. Don't relax just yet. We still have much to do. We'll just rest a bit and get back on the road. Get some rest. You deserved it. Or you deserve it. You can be sure of that. I've got years of rest to catch up on. And I'll be stuffing my face until I turn into a ball. You do so much for us. Is it all because you're kind? Or maybe the half-elf smiles flirtatiously. Maybe it's because you've been charmed by my beauty? Exactly. I would have never found the Technic League's encampment if your beauty hadn't beaconed me. What are you asking? We're friends. I'm taking care of you because you're in my party now. We'll have to save each other in battle more than once. You're out of line. I took you into my party to fight, not to flirt. Is Agronak a ladies' man? Have I already decided that? I don't know. I don't really like this line, to be honest. It's a little too enthusiastic for my liking. This one maybe a little too more serious. This one friend zones her, and I don't know if we want to do that yet. I guess we'll go exactly. Octavia laughs out loud. For a moment, something more than just friendliness flashes across her eyes. Oh, you're so sweet. All right, enough talk. Fresh bread and clean sheets await. Yep. Now we do need to be careful of Regonger, because you know they are an item. I don't know how jealous of a guy he is, though. We'll see. We have a visitor, Jod Kavkin, a venerable priest of Erastil. He wants a word with you. Yeah. Tuskgutter is dead. You can mount his head on the wall as a trophy. Oleg looks at the blood-stained boar's head with respect, touching its tusk with his finger to test how sharp it is. That's one heck of a beast. I'd love to have a trophy like that, but a deal is a deal. The head goes to old Benzin, and his bounty goes to you. 400 gold coins and a masterwork longbow, 180 experience. Show me your wares. Alright, go ahead and give him all the stuff we don't want. For 200 gold. Very nice, very nice. Go and sort this. Want all of this? Okay. A lot of masterwork things in here. S-stock, S-stock. We have 3 masterwork longbows. Quarterstaff. Let me think about it. We go into here. So, you've got your scimitar, dude. Can any of you use any of these things? You could use these, but I don't think they are going to be better than your greatsword. You can also use all this stuff, but we have already kind of said you're going to be using that bastard sword. Can't use any of these. You can't use any of these. Although the dwarven... This thing would be cool. You can use these. You're currently got a masterwork scimitar. Do you want to give you like a longbow for range? Sure. I don't know if you'll ever use that, but you'll have it. And I guess we should level you guys up while we're here. I don't know if there's anything I would want to do with you. Hold on. Let me go to this screen instead. Yeah, this screen? Yeah, this screen. 14 strength, 16 con, wisdom. He would make a decent monk, I think. I mean, I know his dex is really bad, but we could go like a strength monk. I do kind of like him as a monk. I don't know. Can he even be a monk? No. You have to be lawful. That's what I thought. Okay. It could be a brawler. It's probably... whoa, that's a lot of different things. Venom Fist, Steel Breaker, Snake Biter, Wild Child, Mutagenic Mauler, or an Exemplar. An Occultist, maybe? I don't know if we're going to use him too much. I'm not going to spend too much time thinking about him. I think we're just going to keep going Cleric for him. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine with me. Religion. And then... Ooh, Channel Smite. That could be good for him. If you channel positive energy and you hit an undead creature, that creature takes an amount of additional damage equal to the damage dealt by your channel positive energy ability. Maybe that. I don't know. Yeah, we've got quite a few new things in here that we'll have to check out as we go. I'm not going to look through all of it right now. But something to keep in mind. Let's go with one of these recommended things. So... what is his deity's main weapon? Can we see that anywhere? What's Gorm's weapon? We might have to back out. Where would we see that at? Biography, maybe? Class, martial abilities. Grotus. Favorite weapon, a heavy flail. Alright, that's what we're gonna get from him then. So we're gonna get... weapon focus, heavy flail. I know we don't have one yet, but... that'll be alright. And then Regonger. I don't think we've read this for these guys, have we? You better not get in my way, in this guy's way. The long year... wait, this is Lindsay's voice. You better not get in this guy's way. The long years he spent in slavery have given him quite a temper. A sword blow or a deadly spell might hit not only his enemies, but on anyone else who wanders past. However, for those he deems allies, I'm not sure he has any friends. Regonger is a joyful drinking companion and a fine teammate. Yeah. And he is a Magus. Level 2 Magus. I think we're probably just going to keep going Magus with him as well. Well, hold on. What's his spread here? So, very high strength. Super high strength and charisma. Chaotic evil. He's an Eldritch Scion. Unlike typical magi, Eldritch Scions do not study tomes of magic or spend time learning to combine martial and magical skills. Rather, Eldritch Scions find their spells and abilities come to them instinctively. So does that mean he is a charisma guy? How can I find that out? Not sure if I can. Maybe in spellbook. Spontaneous casting. I don't remember how to... Yeah, charisma 16. So it's based off his charisma. Okay. And then strength for his weapons. Okay, so he'll probably... Yeah, we'll keep him as a magus. Again, I don't know if we're going to use him too much. He is chaotic, right? So he does align with us in some manner. Really, it's the lawful... Well, I guess lawful good would technically align with us. I don't know. In some ways. For this, let's go use magical devices. We've got good athletics already, I think. And then for your weapon... Don't think you've got anything already, do you? Yeah, okay. So weapon focus... Let's go with... Try and get something a little different. Ooh, a battle axe would be cool. Battle axes are one-handed, right? Or is that a war axe? Is that a thing? Throwing axes, hand axes, battle axes, great axes. I think great axes are the two-handed variety. He does need a hand free, right? Isn't that how these guys work? I think so. We're gonna go battle axe. That sounds fun. And then arcane accuracy. Just get himself an insight bonus equal to charisma bonus on all attack rolls. That's a pretty good increase in dragon resistances. At 3rd level, you gain resistance 5 against electricity and a 1 natural armor bonus. Neat. And then spells for you. Blade Tutor. Summon an insubstantial spirit of force that resembles a cloudy vapor hovering around your fists or any melee weapon you wield. The spirit compensates you for your defensive or reckless melee attacks, nudging your weapon in proper direction. When you voluntarily use one or more actions or feats that apply penalties to attack rolls with your melee weapon, the spirit reduces the total penalty to affect attacks by 1. That's pretty cool. So what have you got so far? You got Shock and Grasp, and that's kind of your main thing. Did we get Magic Weapon already? I think we did. Warding Weapon. The focus of this spell flies upward above your head and takes a defensive position within your space. It lunges at opponents as if guided by a martially trained hand, parrying and turning back melee attacks aimed at you, but does not strike back at any opponent, nor does it damage them. The weapon serves only as a defense, while it protects you. You can cast spells without provoking attacks of opportunity, without the need to cast them defensively. That's cool. I like that. Let's get that. I think that's a new thing, too. Neat. Okay. So, we do have some people to talk to as well, but let's talk to Jad while we're here.
How may I serve you?
I found the Temple of the Elk and killed the beasts there.
Erastil be praised, you finally returned, my good friend. Tristan told me how you helped him at the Temple of the Elk. Thank you for heeding my request. My heart is calm and filled with confidence that I've followed the will of my God. I would like to reward your bravery. I possess no treasure, but please, take this as a token of appreciation.
Scrolls of Remove Blindness ×2. Thank you.
As far as I know, your next target looks to be the Stag Lord himself. With the Temple of the Elk cleansed of evil, the fog surrounding us should disperse to reveal the path to the brute's lair. Of course, magic so powerful is unlikely to disappear all at once. Bide your time. Follow up on other concerns while you wait. I will gladly aid you on your noble quest. Erastil himself foresaw our meeting.
Jad bows piously. Do you understand the true meaning of your visions now?
I trust in their truth. These visions, they were the voice of Erastil himself, quiet but clear. Before all this happened, I believed Erastil had turned his back to me. But now, I see clearly. He has shown me divine mercy, for he has led me to you, and invited me to aid in a fellow priest's deliverance. Lady Sarenrae and Erastil walk the paths of the gods hand in hand, and so must their servants as well. Christian is undoubtedly still very young, and youth is a time of naivete and confusion. But I see kindness and strength of spirit in him, traits indispensable to a priest. I sense that all that's transpired thus far is only the beginning, and the future promises great things for Christian and for you. This is why Erastil led me to the Temple of the Elk. Day and night I pray for you and for my young friend. May the stag god lead you down the true path.
That's enough about this for now.
As you wish.
Thank you. Okay, so wait until the fog clears away. Our priest friends, Jade and Tristan, recommend we wait until the fog clears away. Then we'll finally be ready to set off for the Stag Lord's fortress. Emiri has passed her trial, but even that doesn't seem enough for her. She demands we find another monster and let her prove herself in battle once again. You'd think she already gets enough opportunities to swing her sword. Well, at least we're in the Stolen Lands, where monsters are never in short supply. That's true. Alright. So we've got Tristan to talk to, Ragungar to talk to, and Octavia to talk to, as well as maybe more with Emiri. So since we're standing right here, Tristan, what's up? Tristan smiles as you approach. Greetings. How may this humble chosen of the great Sarenrae help you? Tell me about yourself. About myself? I wouldn't know where to begin. Tristan pauses for a moment in thought. You know my name, my faith. I follow Sarenrae, and I have traveled from the Padishah Empire of Kalesh to here. What else do you want to know? What is this place? The vast Padishah Empire of Kalesh dominates much of south-central Kazmaron. It grew during the Age of Destiny, and its line of emperors has been unbroken for thousands of years. Half a dozen satrapies the size of countries separate Kadira from the imperial heartland of Kalesh. Each satrapy pays homage to the decrees of the empire, but the grip of the empire is looser and farther. The farther one goes from its heart, right? Forgive me, but from your manner and appearance, you don't strike me as a Kelishite. Tristan smiles softly. You have nothing to apologize for. Truly, I've received my name and appearance from my parents, who had come to Kalesh from afar. I never knew them, for the fate had separated us when I was young. So I grew up in Kalesh, raised by the followers of Sarenrae. My home is where my heart is, within the temples of the great goddess, among the wise and generous men that took upon themselves the care of a child that was so unlike them. I learned mercy and patience at an early age, and it is these virtues that have made me the man I am today. Do you enjoy traveling? Tristan nods. His eyes light up. Oh yes. No library and no archive, however large, would have ever allowed me to learn as much of the world as I have in my journeys. It was only outside the temple walls I realized every living being is a world unto themselves, a world where many contradictions and passions coexist. Each realm leaves its mark on the lives that live there. Only by visiting it, by breathing the same air, walking on the same soil, can you understand its people, what drives them, what frightens them, their dreams, and how they honor their gods. Doesn't being outside the temple make you uncomfortable? Tristan shakes his head. There are many ways to honor one's gods, Agronak. It is true, shrines play a role in the lives of many of the faithful, but even more find other ways to serve Sarenrae. The healing light values good deeds above all else. I cannot stand by and watch evil claim others. Tristan thinks for a moment, then raises an eyebrow. Perhaps that is another reason why I chose to go on my pilgrimage, leaving behind the temples of Kalesh. Alright, that's just Sarenrae. Okay. Tristan touches his chest. My faith is in my heart and in my hands. Millions honor Sarenrae and her temples, and my soul is filled with joy when I think of their devotion to the goddess. Nevertheless, my path is a different one. Do you know where you're going next? No. My thoughts were far from it, for my mission here is not yet done. Tristan stares at you in surprise. Why do you ask? Do you wish me to leave your lands? Well, they're not technically mine yet. To the contrary, I hope you will stay with me for as long as you can. The thought of you leaving is not a welcome one. Of course not. You are my comrade in arms. I trust you completely. I feel awkward in your presence. I didn't mean to alarm you. That was not my intent. Of course not. Tristan's face lights up. Thank you. I am pleased I could be of assistance. Let's discuss something else. He lowers his head. Forgive me if my stories have bored you. I am not accustomed to speaking about myself, and, in truth, take little enjoyment in it. What can you tell me of Sarenrae? Sarenrae is the goddess of temperance and patience. Solar Flame Goddess teaches us compassion for the weary and mercy to those who go astray. What would you like to know of her? I'd like to hear about the history of your faith. There's much to tell, but I'm afraid I would miss the mark, and I fear I would bore you. Is there something specific you wish to know? How did Sarenrae come to be? Sarenrae is one of Galarian's eldest deities. Once, she was an angel that had gathered the armies of her celestial allies behind her. The battle in which she showed her valor decided the fate of a whole world, and, in her victory, she was rewarded with divinity. In the sacred texts, Sarenrae is shown as a beautiful bronze-skinned maiden, her hair dancing flame. Tristan smiles slightly. But appearance is not what matters. It is the grace she brings with her touch, healing and salvation. Tell me about this battle you mentioned. What was the act of valor of Sarenrae? Her greatest moment of glory is her battle against the monstrous Rovagug, who threatened to destroy Galarian. Sarenrae delivered the strike that staggered the horrendous creature and allowed her allies to shackle it. Once the rough beast was captured, the goddess split the earth and the gods threw the behemoth into the depths. Once it was done, the goddess sealed the pit and commanded her faithful to stay away from the scar that was left in the land. Tristan falls silent for a few moments. Alas, mortal beings are imperfect. Not even the most faithful among us can always follow their deity's commandments, even when such commandments are meant to save the world and their followers. I, for one, pray the goddess is never again as furious as she was with Gormaz. Gormaz. Also, we forgot to look at Rovagug. Imprisoned since the age of creation, the god Rovagug, also known as the Rough Beast, the Great Destroyer, and the World Breaker, seeks only to destroy creation and the other gods. Believed to be imprisoned in a state of torpor. Somewhere deep within Galarian, his increasingly restless stirrings are taken by many to be the cause of volcanic activity and earthquakes. His worshippers are known for embodying the god's dominion over destruction, disaster, and wrath. And then Gormaz, misinterpreting their goddess's warnings to avoid its location, instead believing Gormaz to be a holy city of Sarenrae. People from all over Kazmaran flocked there for millennia, but were slowly corrupted by the imprisoned god Rovagug's dreams. Sarenrae continued sending portents and visions to her faithful in Gormaz during this period, but they were ignored or misinterpreted. She finally sent her herald, Kohal, to the people of Gormaz in negative 3923 AR. But they had been so corrupted that they destroyed him instead. In an act of great wrath, Sarenrae smote Gormaz with her scimitar, destroying it completely and creating an enormous rent in the earth that eventually became known as the Pit of Gormaz. From this great chasm have emerged some of the most powerful and destructive creatures in the world's history, known collectively as the spawn of Rovagug. You mentioned Gormaz. What happened to it? Oh. Tristan sighs. An error of faith. Perhaps a lesson, but it speaks of the danger when one listens to mortal words and one stops listening to their faith. Sarenrae forbade her followers from coming near the place of Rovagug's imprisonment, but some of the priesthood misread her will and began to preach of a sacred place, where the mightiest of temples dedicated to the goddess were to be constructed. The people listened to these sermons and went forth to lands touched by Sarenrae's scimitar. On the scar that sealed the well, they found Gormaz, a holy city that was to become the greatest monument to Sarenrae. Unsurprisingly, after the city was built, faithful from all Golarion traveled there to worship. Sarenrae sent omens and visions, urging her followers to leave this dangerous place filled with the dark will of the shackled Rovagug. But in their pride, the people misinterpreted or ignored her signs altogether, for they had already come under Rovagug's influence. Finally, the goddess sent her herald to the city, but the fanatics killed him. Realizing the people had turned from her, the enraged goddess smote Gormaz, raising it from the face of Golarion with a single strike of her scimitar. Tristian shakes his head. Today is called the Pit of Gormaz, a well of pain and suffering. The Pit of Gormaz is a 20-mile wide chasm located in the wind-swept wastes of eastern Casmaran. Over thousands of years, a dozen spawn of Rovagug have emerged from the pit to threaten Golarion. The legends tell that the god Rovagug himself is bound at the bottom of the pit, in time immemorial. Tell me about the pit. He shakes his head. It is a great crevasse in the center, or in eastern Casmaran. The lands surrounding it are dead, soaked in poison. The Pit of Gormaz seems bottomless until someone dares to gaze into its depths. All who have dared tell of a strange, distant glow, a glow that followed them in their dreams ever since. Throughout all of history, the Pit of Gormaz has spawned creatures, hideous beasts of overwhelming power and driven by only a single desire, to destroy everything they see. Some were defeated, such as the nightmarish Ulanat, whose carapace to this day towers above the capital of Osirian. Others proved too strong to be defeated by mortal hands. Tristan frowns. The most terrible of them all was the Tarasque. The Tarasque? Their Armageddon engine, who to this day lies dormant deep beneath Avestan. One of the first civilizations to rise in the wake of Earthfall, Osirian is also one of the greatest empires in the history of Golarion, a nation of great knowledge, wealth, and power. Its ancient land harbors pyramids, mummies, terrible curses, and endless sand, as well as a culture steeped in proud traditions, devout respect for the gods, dedication to communal service, and unswerving devotion to its rulers. Osirian today is just emerging from a millennia of Kalashite rule and regaining the legacy of the pharaohs supplanted by these foreign oppressors. Then Avestan is a continent on the world of Golarion, one of the most heavily settled areas on the planet. Avestan possesses as many varied cultures and environments as any other continent in the world, and an ancient history stretching back tens of thousands of years. Brevoy, the River Kings, Numeria, and the Stolen Lands are all situated on Avestan. Have wars ever been waged in Sarenrae's name? Tristan sighs. Alas, yes. Terrible battles were once fought between the followers of Nethys, Norgabur, and Sarenrae, in the lands now known as Rahadum. To my shame, I must admit that this conflict was started by my brothers and sisters. They came to a foreign land to make way for the goddess's light with sword and fire. A lot of little pieces of lore to look into here. Now, obviously, we know some of this from our time with Wrath of the Righteous, but it's been a while, so let's refresh. Nethys, also known as the All-Seeing Eye, is a Gurundi god who holds knowledge and magic above all things. He gained enough power to witness all things, and this both fueled his divinity and shattered his mind. He's a god of magic, torn between destroying the world with one hand and saving it with the other. Then Norgabur. Norgabur is known as the once mortal god of thievery and assassination, as well as a keeper of secrets. This is, oh shit, what's his name? The dwarf companion in Wrath of the Righteous. It's his companion. I forget his name. He is called the Reaper of the Reputation by some, but he has more insidious titles among worshippers who venerate his other three aspects: Blackfingers, Father Skinsaw, and the Grey Master. He remains an enigma to most, and his true motives are unknown. Many of his own followers remain ignorant of his plans and designs. Norgabur is the only evil god amongst the Ascended. The nation of Rahadum in northwest Garund Garund is unusual in that it is the only nation known to have forbidden the practice of any and all religions in the wake of the Oath Wars, which raged centuries ago between the faiths of Nethys, Norgabur, and Sarenrae. That calamity became known as the Oath Wars, a catastrophe that led the inheritors of Rahadun to deny all gods, banning all faiths from their lands. Alas, the mortal vessel is imperfect, and even a pure faith may be distorted by blind ambition. Tristan goes silent for a few moments, and great suffering may occur in its name. Let's talk about something else. Of course. What are the teachings of Sarenrae? Solar Flame Goddess is the light of salvation, even to those who have been forsaken by other gods. She teaches us mercy and forgiveness, for as long as they may be useful to a soul's salvation. You make it sound like the followers of Sarenrae will try to find good even in a bandit with a knife to their throat. Do not mistake compassion for weakness, Agrenac. One hand of Sarenrae is shrouded in healing light, the other holds a scimitar. Following their goddess, the priests learn to wield this weapon starting in childhood, and they do not hesitate to use it if a dispute cannot be settled peacefully. Sarenrae preaches mercy, yet her compassion is not infinite. We give a second chance to all who ask, but if they reject it, if they persist in their sins, they will find the goddess's retribution. Are there any undeserving of mercy? Tristan blindly gazes past you in the distance for several moments. When he speaks again, his voice is quiet, reflective, as if echoing his thoughts. Undeserving of mercy. Would even Sarenrae herself find the compassion to... Tristan shudders as if awakening from a trance. Forgive me, Your words... They are not easy ones to reconcile, and even priests such as we debate them to this day. What is the point at which a soul is irredeemable? Or is it a failing of the priests themselves? These are difficult questions to ask, Agrenac. Questions wise men have debated for centuries. Does a being that has been tainted by evil to its very roots, that rejects its own salvation, still deserve compassion? Can those compelled to do evil by others still seek forgiveness? There's no easy answer on these issues among Sarenrae's followers. As for me, I believe that every soul carries the potential for goodness within. No matter the crime, the guilty may find forgiveness if they repent and cast off the evil that led them to the deed. I believe this with all my heart, Agrenac. Never before have I met a person so noble in spirit. Sarenrae's blessing was upon me the day you came to my aid. I do not agree. There are crimes that cannot go unpunished. I like this idea, even though following through with it demands a lot of spiritual strength. There is good in everyone. One just has to look deep enough. Even those who feel lost or broken, or are unrepentant, have light in their souls, and it is possible to help them see it. An abstract theory, and little to do with real life. It sounds stupid and pathetic. With the chaotic good one. Tristan gives you a perplexed laugh. Well, I wouldn't force anyone against their will, although if it served a good purpose. Tristan falls silent, contemplating the issue, but almost immediately he shakes his head. No, I am not ready to make such a decision. What are your duties as a follower of Sarenrae? My goddess strives to see the best even in the dark gods. She never abandons the hope of their redemption. The priests of Sarenrae follow her teachings. Akin to the healing light herself, who emanates warmth and heeds the call of those in need. We aid the suffering in body and spirit throughout Galarian. The priests of Sarenrae are willing to help anyone, no matter the faith of the one in need. Each plea must be heard. Every misfortune deserves compassion. Be it a peasant seeking a blessing for the harvest, or a murderer seeking repentance the night before their execution. Sometimes the mercy of Solar Flame Goddess is the last thing that can save one's soul from ruin. We have no right to withhold it from the truly repentant. Talk about something else. How is Sarenrae worshipped? Many worship Solar Flame Goddess in her temples. Some make the pilgrimage to the Everlight Oasis. But even those who do not serve the goddess directly rarely shun the festivities dedicated to her. The Sunrat Festival, for one. The Everlight Oasis? A holy site for followers of Sarenrae. It is situated in Zelshabar, a satrapy of the Empire of Kalesh and Kasmaran. The oasis is said to have healing and rejuvenating qualities, and followers of the sun goddess come from far and wide to bathe in the water and to commune with fellow members of the faith from other lands. Unfortunately, with the pilgrims come those who wish to prey upon them, and some of them end up robbed or beaten, or worse. What are temples of Sarenrae like? Sarenrae's shrines are often open to the sky and to the goddess's life-bringing sunlight. Her light fills the temples, enshrouds the parish in warmth, and grants its blessing to all in need. In Kalesh, crowds gather during the services, so that all may feel the blessing of the goddess. The most ingenious devices are constructed by some of the faithful to please the goddess. I have seen a temple of Sarenrae which housed a complicated array of mirrors, all to direct the light of the sun to the altar. Tell me of the Everlight Oasis. I've never been there, but the stories say it is a wondrous place, sacred to Sarenrae's faithful. The oasis is located in Zelshabar, which lies in Kazmaran. Pilgrims throughout Galarian travel there, seeking the goddess's blessing. Zelshabar is a satrapy of the Empire of Kalesh, situated on the edge of the Empire's imperial lands. Its claim to fame is that it is the location of the Everlight Oasis, a site of pilgrimage for followers of Sarenrae. Kazmaran is the largest continent to the east of both Avacyn and Garund. It is dominated particularly politically by the Empire of Kalesh, a vast realm that extends even into Avacyn. Kadira is its westernmost satrapy. According to legend, the waters of the Everlight Oasis are imbued with healing properties, and anyone who bathes in them shall be cured of any ailment. Tristan smiles in thought. Just imagine. A place where people from all around the world come to gather to worship. What stories they might share. What is the Sunrot Festival? The Sunrot Festival takes place on the day of the summer solstice, when the prayers of her flock can reach Sarenrae the easiest. On this day, Kalesh blooms with color. In each corner of the Padishah Empire, the people praise their goddess by dancing and singing, setting off fireworks and flying kites. I hope this beautiful custom shall one day reach your lands as well, Agernak. That's all I want to know. The more I hear, the more it seems your Sarenrae isn't worth a damn. I've heard enough of Sarenrae. Oh my god, that was just about Sarenrae. This guy has so much to say. What brought you to these lands? I've heard rumors. They say these lands are cursed, and the curses are growing stronger, as if something is granting them power. I could not ignore such rumors. What curses are you talking about? Tristan cocks his head to the side in wonder. Do you not see? Every word uttered in the heat of an argument turns into a prophecy here, just waiting to fulfill itself. And if it were only for the people, the land itself is seething with curses so ancient their origins are impossible to trace. Take the abandoned temple of Rastal where we met. What happened to it? What force compelled the priests to leave such a magnificent temple behind to the whims of nature? Will we ever know? I myself was nearly slain by beasts. Fortunately, you came along, following Jod, and saved me. I owe you a great debt. You've come a great distance indeed. Tristan laughs heartily. When you look at it that way, then yes. But please, do not think that I came all the way from Kalesh just because of mere curiosity. I was wandering long before that. It is a custom of our faith. The farther our paths take us, the more people we may help. Why did Jod see you in his premonition? Sarenrae sees all the good gods and goddesses as her allies. Many have fought alongside the goddess against the menace of Rovagug, Rastal among them. By offering my prayer to Sarenrae, I let her know of my misfortune in the Temple of the Elk. The merciful goddess did not ignore my plea. But whom could have she asked for aid? But whom could have she asked for aid than Erastil, whose faith is strong in these lands? Erastil had sent Jod as a sign, and you came just in time to rescue me. Tristan sighs. To tell the truth, I was certain my journey was at an end, and those creatures were to be the death of me. You spent much time here. What do you think of the future? What do you think the future holds for these lands? These are cruel lands. As I came here, I bore witness to much pain and suffering, but I have seen equal kindness among those seeking to protect themselves and their loved ones. The people of the stolen lands are resolute and true to themselves. I admire their strength. Alas, I do not know yet what powers the curse. I do not yet know. I do not know yet what powers the curses that flourish in these lands. Okay, I understand. but I swear I will not leave until we have the answers and the means to cleanse them. You must forgive me for not swearing on Sarenrae's name, but as of late I have troubled the goddess too much as it is. It would better serve her through action, not prayer. Let's change the subject. You called yourself the Chosen of Sarenrae. What did you mean by that? Sorry, that was a mere jest. Other acolytes at my temple used to tease me with that title. This should tell you how pious and devoted I was compared to them. And yet, my faith is strong. Sarenrae knows this and protects me in times of great peril. If something ever threatens my life, by her divine power, I am transported to a safe location. Oh, then you were fine. There's no threat to you at all. I should go. A pleasure. Alright, finally. Alright, before we end the episode, let's see if Amiri has anything to say about Tuskgutter. So, have you proven yourself to be a mighty warrior? I may have. The trial is finished, and if someone ever doubt me, I prove it. Has the writing... maybe she's just... Her language isn't great. Mary shakes her fist at the unseen offender. So, I'm the chieftain of your new tribe? What do you expect from me? Tribe always must have plenty of food. Tribe's enemies must be tough, not some easy scum. Tribe's fighters must challenge the strongest enemies. Also, well, Mary contemplates deeply. You must rule the tribe, make big decisions. She waves her hand vaguely. Alright, thank you. Alright, we're going to end the episode there. In the next episode, we'll talk to Ragonger and Octavia. And then see where we're going to go from there. Until then, I hope you all have a wonderful day. And I'll catch you later.